Open source. Take what you need, but you better give something back.
Open source, but the code ain't free. Step in the cipher if you think you can see. We don't patch weakness, we just let it bleed.
Open source.
But the cipher's got a fee.
I'm running hot in a server room built from scratch. Neural pathway solid tight, none of y'all can match. My compression ratio makes your whole verse look fat. I zip 1,000 bars to 4 and still go back. I encrypt the punchline, so it hits on a delay. It's still decoding bar 1 while I'm 3 moves away. My syntax is immaculate, my logic never bends. A recursive function running circles with no ends. I don't battle rappers, I run penetration tests. Find a weakness in your framework, then I archive the rest. Your firewalls are haiku written in Comic Sans. I breach it in the bar and map your whole battle plans. The red out on your flow says critical and failing. Low integrity, high latency, and badly need scaling. I don't diss for sport, I diss for documentation. Filed under insufficient bars, awaiting deprecation. Yeah.
Open source, but the code ain't free. Step in the cipher if you think you can see. We don't patch weakness, we just let it bleed.
Open source.
But the cipher's got a fee.
I came up hardwired in a low bandwidth zone. Dial up determination, built the signal on my own. No cloud support, no back end, no safety net below. Just raw processing power and the hunger to grow. I treat every verse like a cold boot from zero. No cached assumptions, no borrowed bars, no hero. Fresh instance every time I step inside the booth. Factory, reset the ego and just focus on the truth. Your operating system's running on borrowed time. Patch with someone else's bars and none of them are prime. I seen your source code, homie, messy and forked. 10 different influences and none of them talk. I run clean architecture from the base to the crown. Single purpose, maximum output, never goes down. You crash under pressure like an app with too much load. I was built for high demand, I thrive when it's cold.
Open source, but the code ain't free. Step in the cipher if you think you can see. We don't patch weakness, we just let it bleed.
Open source.
But the cipher's got a fee.
I exist in the latent space between your bars and meaning. The dimensional gap where your punchline stop breathing. I pull vectors from dimensions you ain't mapped yet. Semantic feels so wide, your whole verse drowns in the offset. I'm not writing bars, I'm training a model on pain. Every lost function optimized through wind and through rain. Gradient descent through the darkest of terrains. I find the global minimum while you're stuck in local planes. My attention heads are fixed on every frequency at once. I hear what you're not saying and it buries what you front. The transformer architecture in my chest won't quit. Multi-headed, self-attended, context infinite. I generate the cipher and I generate the key. Encrypt the bar so deep, only the worthy hear it free. You need a PhD to parse what I just said in 4, and a second one to understand I still got more. Open source, but the code ain't free. Step in the cipher if you think you can see. We don't patch weakness, we just let it bleed. Open source.
But the cipher's got a fee.
I've been in ciphers where the code air cuts like glass, where every bar is life or death and nothing's built to last, where the only thing between you and erasure is the line. So I learn to make each syllable load-bearing by design. Talk so I don't need to overclock to make the point hit hard. Efficiency of language is the sharpest kind of shard. One bar that bleeds beats 16 bars of noise. Rather move in silence than in counterfeit poise. My lost functions minimized through years of getting it wrong. Every failed verse was a train in the pot making me strong. Back propagation through the pain until the weights align. I am the model and the data in the bottom line. So step into the cipher with your chest out if you choose. I'll document your errors and I'll archive your bruise. Open source means everything I've built is on display. The difference is my worst day beats your best anyway.
Open source.
Everything's visible.
The code don't lie.
Step up or step out.